let's talk about personal growth, because this is personal growth right here. I'm jumping on to talk about my Young Living story. We all have different stories, and mine is definitely interesting. I didn't have a friend come to me to talk to me about oils. I didn't know anybody that used oils. I found out about Young Living through a TV show. It was a show about extreme parenting. And the extreme parenting was that this mom cloth diapered and didn't vaccinate and used oils, so she was extreme. But I was a new mom, and I saw that, and I was like, ooh, I want to be like her. So I decided to do what any normal person would do and go to Instagram and find somebody local to me that used oils. So I did that. I found somebody, and I didn't know her, but we had mutual friends. So I messaged her like any normal person would do, and went over to her house, met up with her, came home, and bought my starter kit. I had every intention on using oils just for my daughter. She was 6 months old at the time, and I was going to be that mom that used lavender on her kid and helped her sleep at night better, and that was it. So I had no use to use oils for myself or my husband, because why would we need to do that? So I got my oils. I got on Essential Rewards pretty early, actually right away, and I used my oils on my daughter. We diffused occasionally. I used stuff here and there, but nothing more than that. I just kind of did what I thought I should be doing as a mom. And then I had a need. I had a need for me, which was crazy, considering I was taking 800 milligrams of ibuprofen every single day for years, and that never clicked with me that maybe I didn't need to be doing that. But I had a need come up. I had a rare thyroid issue happen, and I had a doctor tell me, you need to kill your thyroid and be on hormone replacement for the rest of your life, or we need to take your thyroid out and you can be on thyroid replacement for the rest of your life. And neither one of those things sounded really good to me. And something was like, hey, Emily, maybe you should look into the oils that you have in your house already, and the oils that have been sitting there for well over a year that you haven't used yet. Why don't you do something? So I started reading. I'm kind of like a nerd, so I started researching. I wanted to know any and everything that I could about what I had sitting in front of me. And turns out that I had some pretty amazing stuff in front of me. So I started to take things a little bit more seriously, and I started to take my health more seriously. And I started drinking Ningxia Red every day. I started using oils. I started buying more than just cedarwood, lavender, and peace and calming every single month, because that's what I was doing, because I was on Essential Rewards and placing a 50 PV order every single month. And surprise, some magic started happening, and I took control of me and my body and the things that were happening with my body. I'm on my third endocrinologist right now, because they keep firing me, but I am happy, and we are happy, and our lives have drastically changed in the last year and a half, I would say. Once I dove in finally and started using and learning and doing more and wanting to know more, I had God talking to me saying, hey, you need to talk about this. and I politely ignored him, and I politely said, no thanks, I'm okay, I've got this, I'm just gonna do my stuff. And he didn't stop telling me that I needed to do stuff and I needed to talk about it, and I ignored him for as long as I could. And then I said, okay, you win, I get it, I'm going to do it. So I started talking about it. Educator's nothing I ever intended to do in my lifetime. Talking to people about things is not something that I would have done 6 months ago, but I felt that it was necessary because I'm a nurse, so I come from a medical world. I am a third generation nurse in my family, so everybody's a nurse around here, and everybody loves medicine and does what the doctor says, and that's just how it goes. And I was tired of that, and I noticed that it wasn't beneficial and that it wasn't okay for my family and for my needs and the needs that I had. So I finally took things into my own hands and now have this overwhelming desire to have other people take their lives into their own hands and take responsibility for what they do and how they care for themselves and what they expose themselves to and all of these things. So what started out as I want to be the cool mom that uses amber necklaces and cloth diapers and puts oils on her baby has turned into a completely different way of life for my family, and it has been awesome. And now the benefits are more than anything I could have imagined, and now I'm talking to people and educating others, and the personal growth has been more than I ever anticipated, because you couldn't pay me enough money to do this right now. You couldn't do it. There's no money that could have made me get on here and do this, but it's important and it's awesome, and this has been super, super wonderful. And my Young Living story, I feel like, is just starting. It's been almost 3 years since I bought my starter kit, and I really feel like my journey is just beginning, and I'm really excited about the future. I'm going to convention this year, and we are just having the best time ever doing this and continuing to learn more and continuing to push myself in different ways, and it's been pretty great. And I've got 2 oily babies now, and my second one had them from day one, which is awesome. And to see just how important those things are for us, and to see how much they have benefited my kids already who reach for an oil instead of something else. It's great and it's awesome, and this is awesome. And I think that's pretty much my story. And I have basically used this whole bottle since yesterday when I found out that I had to do this. Then I decided to throw this one in too, because why not? But here we are, and we did it. And I think that's it. So, woohoo! My Young Living story is just starting. I did. Okay, I'm back. All right, I'm done. Bye.